It is once again time for our incoming 7th and 8th graders to give us information about electives that they would like to take for next year. So this video will walk you through the process of completing your elective survey form so that we can get that process going for students. It'll also provide resources at the end if you have questions and links to where you can get those questions answered. What you're looking at right now is the offerings that we are scheduled to have at this point for next year. It's tentative, but it's pretty close to what we're looking at. So this is just a reference. Students will not get copies of this, but it is available on the website, and I will show you where to find that later in the video. Before we even begin to get into the survey, please make sure that your name is on the form. Make sure that you print it neatly so that we can read it. So as it's indicated on the form, this survey is designed to gather input from students. We will do the very best we can to get students their preferences, but we can't guarantee the availability of courses. It's also very important to note that in the coming year, students will take 1 year-long elective as well as 1 elective rotation that also includes 1 trimester of elective, 1 trimester each of health and PE. And health and PE are core courses that the state of Oregon requires be taken. Another note on here is you'll see the date highlighted when the form is due, Thursday, March 21st. It's really important that students get these in on time because the scheduling process will be taking place over spring break, so we won't be able to accept late forms. There are 2 different forms, one for next year's 7th graders and one for next year's 8th graders. That is because there are minor differences between the 2 of them, so please make sure that you're filling out the correct form. Okay, so next I will walk you through the 4 pretty easy steps for completing your elective survey. So first you'll notice that health is already checked for you. That is because, once again, it is required by the state, so you will have a trimester of health, so you can skip down to step 1. Step 1 is where you're going to tell us your preference for a physical education course. So we have 2 different offerings. The descriptions are listed on your survey, so take a look at those and decide which you would prefer to take. Also, if you have any preference, like maybe you're interested in both of them, you can make a note of that on this sheet. You're welcome to write all over this sheet any additional information you want us to know. Step 2 is where you'll check either QCE, which is a year-long teacher-approved course. If you would like to take that, you need to get a signature from Mr. Schiff. So you're either going to check that you're interested in QCE and have that signature from Mr. Schiff, or just circle none of these. For step 3, you're going to start to rank courses. So these are year-long course options that you have. For 7th graders, you're going to rank those 1 to 5. 8th graders, your form looks a little different as you have 1 additional option, which is Avid 8. So you're going to rank 1 through 6. For 7th and 8th graders, regardless of where you rank band, we want you to indicate whether you would take band 1, meaning you've never taken band before, or band 2, which would mean that you've already taken a band course. If you're an 8th grader and you've taken band as a 6th and 7th grader, go ahead and just circle band 2. When you're ranking your courses, just know that if you rank it 1, that means I would love to take it, I need to have this class. And if you rank it 5 or 6, those are classes you really would prefer not to take. Okay, so step 4, those are the trimester long courses, and these are the ones that you would take opposite your PE and health courses. So for 7th graders, you have 7 options. For 8th graders, you have 8. Once again, you're ranking those 1, meaning I've got to have this class, I love it, all the way up to 7 or 8, and those are the ones that you'd prefer not to take. Please make sure that you rank all of them. Even if they're classes you don't want, please make sure that you include them in your ranking. After you have finished your survey, please review it with a parent or guardian and then both sign it, date it, and turn it into the main office. So all of the information that you need to complete your elective survey is also available on our Cal Young website. If you go to the main Cal Young page and then scroll down on the right side under recent posts, there is a link. So you click where it says elective survey tutorial video, and it will take you to a page that has an explanation at the top. It has links to my email, Mr. Mitchell's email, Mr. Salmon's email. It has our extensions in case you want to give us a call and ask questions. It also has the electives offering page that you saw at the beginning of this video, as well as PDFs of the surveys themselves if you lose yours and need to print a new one. We hope that this information has been helpful. Students and families, we cannot stress enough, if you have questions or if you want us to review your students' elective survey before they turn it in, we're happy to do that. Please do not hesitate to contact one of us or any teacher in the building if you have questions. And we look forward to getting our scheduling process underway and getting students into courses that they're excited to take next year.